And likewise in Benue. The Fulanis have been in Benue for hundreds of years. The genesis why a Tiv man and a Fulani man, they are friends. We have a common tie of friendship in terms of especially expensive jokes, which was started by hundreds of years by our people. So these people have been there for over 100 of years. How can they wake up one day and start killing people?
Who are the forces behind these murderous killings, behind this serial killing?
I think if I had the president was also compelling some of the renegades from Libya and some from other sources after their own crisis, may have found peace in the forest to try to create a situation, because they are not known, they don't know peace, and they cannot live where there is peace.
Would you say the federal government is rising up, or government in general is rising up to this challenge?
You see, the government, given the limited resources and the capacity of members of the armed forces and other security agencies, government is doing its best. But the question is, we as citizens, are we doing our best? Are we giving the necessary support that is required? Because this requires information, requires determination on the part of the populace. They know the areas more than the members of the armed forces.
People believe demystifying those behind these serial killings would go a long way. And you talked about an affirmative, you gave an affirmative statement that there are forces behind these killings.
Of course.
Could you tell us who are these forces?
Who benefits? That's, I think, what the security agencies will have to fish out. Who benefits from the killing? Because we have not seen evidence of flamboyant life with the herdsmen after killing or stealing. Where are the resources? Where are the stealing? Why are the cattle? Why are the cows they are stealing? Why is their life not better? So obviously there must be some people who are benefiting. Like I said, simply people cannot wake up one day and start killing themselves. It is impossible.
But this alleged herdsman killing or serial killing is being peculiar to North Central. Do you have any?
No, I don't think it is peculiar to North Central.
But it's
why
recently it's been pronounced in Benue, Nasarawa.
You see, this killing started in Zamfara earlier than any other place. I think the killings in Zamfara are outdated, those of Nasarawa and Benue. There has always been a clash in Nasarawa, especially Nasarawa bordering Benue, in terms of land disputes. Likewise, there has always been tension between Benue and Taraba in terms of land disputes. It has been there for a very, very long time. It is not now that, I think it is now more pronounced because some criminal elements have capitalized in the normal traditional dispute between farmers and cattle rearers, or even among farmers themselves. The criminal elements who are foreign have now found a receptive ground where they can perpetuate their criminality. So it has been everywhere. Look at in Kaduna. Kaduna is not part of North Central.
But right now, Katsina seems free from this serial killing.
Yes.
Is it by act of omission or commission that Katsina is free from this killing?
You see, when we came in, we met this situation. And we decided to confront it because we made a promise when we were campaigning that we will deal with this situation. So together with other governors of Northwest and the governor of Niger, we organized a security outfit under GOC with the support of the president. And we were able to achieve a large level of success before we say, okay, let's all of us go home. We came and organized ourselves, and also we were lucky after the election of the Mieta Allah, we discovered in the new leadership of Mieta Allah those who are willing to work with us. So we work with them, we went into the forest, we were able to bring the leaders of the herdsmen out gradually. It took us more than a year before they could trust us and we can trust them. And we say, okay, let us have a truce. So we organized this amnesty program that culminated in handing over arms and ammunition in January last year. All our emirs, all the GOC and military officers and police, all from Kano, from Kaduna, were all there. And over 350 Edwangu were handed over. Even at that time, the most notorious of them all, Buhari Daji, who was killed recently in Zamfara, was around. And the promise that there will be peace. On our own part, we say all those under detention will release and have their contact addresses with us. So in case of anything, we know where to locate them. All the vehicles like motorcycles that were confiscated during the crisis were taken back to them. In return, they returned thousands of cattle, and the cattle were given to their rightful owners. And we formed groups under the control of the military, together with the police, civil defense, vigilante, and the repentant cattle rustlers. They are all part of it. We had this group monitoring and patrolling all the 9 local governments that border the forest.
Well, do you think this strategy, the amnesty strategy, the adoption of this model would work in other states?
Of course, why not? You see, nothing is impossible. If we are talking about a problem created by a fellow human being, it can be solved by another human being. So for me, nothing is impossible.